Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining this live today. And we are going to discuss one very shocking and political moment. So, guys, let's explore. So, guys, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining this live session as we dive into a major international story that has not of alarms across the Latin America and around the world. President Donald Trump made headlines once again after declaring that any country trafficking illegal drugs into the United States could be attacked. This wasn't a vague warning or an offhand remark, it was a direct statement made during a White House cabinet meeting, with the Trump telling reporters that any nation involved in selling drugs into the US is subject to an attack. He raised Colombia specifically, pointing to cocaine production and claiming the country sells us their cocaine. This comment immediately ignited a political firestorm. And it's also true from the political perspective as well. Colombian President Gustavo Petro quickly responded with a high intensity message posted on X, saying Colombia destroys a drug producing laboratory every 40 minutes. And he stressed that they would do it without missiles. Petro's response didn't stop there. He warned Trump not to threaten Colombia's sovereignty, famously saying, "Do not threaten our sovereignty, or you will awake the jaguar. Attacking our sovereignty is declaring war." Those words sent shockwaves throughout the diplomatic circles, making it clear that Colombia wouldn't take any US attack as a direct act of war. This confrontation comes at a time when the Trump administration has already escalated military actions across the Caribbean and the Pacific. Over the past several months, Trump has ordered missile strikes on vessels Washington claims were involved in drug trafficking, resulting in dozens of deaths and raising serious caution about the scope and legality of these operations. These actions are a part of what Trump describes as an offensive against drug trafficking networks, but critics argue that the strategy risks dragging the US into broader regional conflicts. The US military buildup in the Caribbean is intensifying tensions not only with the Colombia but also with Venezuela, whose president Nicolas Maduro has long been accused by the Trump of playing a major role in supplying illegal drugs to the US. The allegations Maduro has repeatedly denied. Trump has openly floated the possibility of US military intervention in Venezuela, making the situation even more volatile. During Tuesday's cabinet meeting, Trump made his position unmistakably clear, saying the US could target any country sending illegal drugs to American shores, and this threat extended far beyond Venezuela. He framed the issue as a matter of protecting American lives, trying drug trafficking to national security, and insisting that countries producing or transporting drugs bear the responsibility for the deaths caused by narcotics in US. His remarks followed the familiar pattern of Trump's foreign policy style: aggressive, direct, and willing to leverage military power as a deterrent. Meanwhile, Petro's fiery response reflects growing frustration in Latin America over what many leaders see as a heavy handed US interventionism. Petro himself has been sanctioned personally by the Trump administration, which adds another layer of political tension to the exchange. His warning about the Jaguar was not just symbolism, it was a declaration of that Colombia would not accept foreign threats or unilateral American strikes. It also highlighted the massive anti drug operations Colombia already conducts, suggesting that Trump's comments oversimplified a far more complex reality. All of this raises the big question: are we are witnessing the early stages of a new regional conflict driven by drug policy disagreement? Or is this another example of Trump's tough rhetoric aimed at deterring illegal trafficking without actual escalation? Analysts are divided. Some believe Trump is setting the stage for broader military involvement under the justification of fighting drugs, while others argue that his statements are meant to pressure countries into increased compliance with the US demands. What's clear is that the stakes are enormous. A US military strike on Colombia or Venezuela could not only spark diplomatic chaos, but could destabilize the region in ways the world has not seen in decades. So, as the situation develops, all eyes are on how Colombia responds beyond social media, how Venezuela positions itself in the face of Trump's threats, and how global leaders react to the possibility of American strikes on sovereign nations over drug trafficking. One thing is certain, Trump's comments have elevated the issue from regional concern on international crisis, and the coming days will reveal just how serious the US administration is about taking military action. Stay tuned as we continue tracking this rapidly evolving story and feel free to share your thoughts live. Does Trump's tough stance make America safer or does it risk triggering unnecessary conflict with neighbors? So guys, let's talk about it, and if you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for such amazing political breakdowns. I will see you guys in the